we'll go overs and then
Yeah.
we'll go into it.
Yep, I'll stay on mute and cam until you need me to come on.
Welcome everyone to the TCAA. I am your Commish Bromy, and what a fantastic national championship game we had. It was definitely close to the wire. Going into that Monday night game, I really wondered, would I have to wait until Thursday to make an announcement? Just based off of the players that we had left going into that Monday night game. But either way, we do have a national champion. They're going to join us here in just a little bit. I'll recap it real quick, and then we'll bring in our national champion president, a two-timer. So we will get him in here in just a few. Intro song that you just heard there is actually by, the president himself of the national champion of his band that he has. So we, want to give a little props here, bring it into him. So, a little bit more, jealousy for everyone in the Pac-6, I guess. But we're going to go ahead and bring this together. We're going to go ahead and recap real quick our national championship game. We'll talk to the president of our winner, and then I'll do a quick breakdown of our toilet bowl tonight, and then we're going to get out of here. Not too long of a show. And then I'll do a show next week, make some announcement of what we got going on as well, and kind of go from there. So here we are. National championship game. We had Samurai Jackson University going up against Telford Tornadoes, and what I feel was kind of a matchup people wanted in our championship final game when we did the committee show. I think this is kind of what the committee had in mind. They wanted this to be a title game. They didn't want this to be a semifinal matchup of any kind. And I think this is what they wanted. And, man, like I said, it was close. So let's recap it. Samurai Jackson University, Telford Tornadoes, Samurai Jackson winning their second TCAA national championship game, 115-109. It was going into that Monday night game, very, very close, where we had Miles Garrett left over for the Tornadoes to face. I mean, if I remember correctly on the band app, I believe around the 4 p.m. game, maybe in the 7 p.m. after the 4 p.m. games ended, Samurai was already going, I got no shot at all. But he was wrong. So let's recap it. All right. So for Telford Tornadoes and their coming up short loss here, you had Tom Brady with 30 points, Zeke Elliott with 3.5 points, but so did Samurai, so that kind of evened themselves out. Cooper Kupp with 18.5, Cordero Patterson with 8.5, Jalen Waddle with 7.7. Very, very small scoring game. And Miami didn't do jack shit in that matchup. As a Fins fan, that was so horrible to watch. Or in my case, I listened to because I was at work. And then you had George Kittle with 4 points, but also Samurai had Kittle there as well, so those kind of equaled themselves out. One of the things here, I guess that really would have hurt Telford, and he knew this going in as well, was his safety depth. Both safeties were out. COVID injury, one of the two, can't remember which one, probably both. So that is a difference maker right there, unfortunately for him. And then defense didn't show up as well. They both had Desmond King, but the rest of his defense just wasn't enough for him. So let's flip it over to our champion, Samurai Jackson University. Patrick Mahomes, 24.8 points. Zeke Elliott, we mentioned, 3.5. Devontae Adams coming up big in that Sunday night game, I believe that one was, with 25 points, and that was pretty much your difference maker in that one, outscoring Cooper Kupp in there. A.J. Brown with 5 points. Stephon Diggs with only 6 points. His kicker with 15 points. When you can get 15 points out of your kicker, that's going to be a good game right there. So Samurai Jackson pulls off the victory, 115 to 109, 6 points. Second national championship. It was the last one I want to say was a few years back. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm not in the mood at that right now. I want to say 2018, I think it may have been. I feel like it was 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. But he'll probably remember when we bring him on here in just a second. So there you are. All right, Samurai Jackson University. They are two-time TCAA champion, winning the Land Thieves, who are also two-time champs. So Pac-6 strong. It's a hashtag. There's a reason why they are very proud of themselves. So he gets to join his brethren of the Pac-6. People are going to hate him. It's fun. I enjoy it, though. They are the SEC of the TCAA, always winning national championships. So it'll be good. It's going to be good to have him on here. So in just a minute, we're going to bring Bobby on, or in this case, we might call him the third Ryan of the Pac-6. We'll talk to him here in just a second as he gets himself loaded on. And we're going to have, a few words with him, see how everything's going, see what he thinks of how the league went, and just, bring himself on here as well. So whenever Bobby wants to get himself in there, we'll get him in. We're also going to talk today, like I said, about our Toilet Bowl matchup as well, and then get ourselves out of here. So just waiting here on Bobby. There he is. There's the man himself. There's our champion.
PAC.
That can't be the best thing.
No,
it is what it is, right? So how's on there, Bobby?
I can lean on fantasy for my football addiction here because the Giants are not filling it for me.
No, not at all. Well, congratulations, your second AA. This is right. We went up. We had big pot for you to win. I was breaking down some of that money yesterday or today. I can't remember which day it was. I'm just looking at going, man, he bankrolled today.
Mm-hmm. This is my second championship this year.
Anyway,
too.
So national champion. What do you?
What's that?
That's good. Good. Look at that. What do you think was it this year that brought you into that? I mean, SJU is always strong, right? You're always. Some could say maybe you're the Alabama. Some could say Alabama of our league. Who knows? You're always in the mix. You're always going to be in the playoffs or not. But what was it this year? I mean, you struggled a bit, losses, I think, but you're able to get that run going and defeat yourself, defeat everybody in the Pac-6 and get into this your conference championship and then make it into the top 4. What was that? What was it for you? Because you had Mahomes, right? He didn't do that well for you.
Actually,
what was it this year? What was it so strong?
I had to overcome Mahomes. Basically, my philosophy in any dynasty is always depth. So just like a situation where I'm tearing my hair out to start the right guy, but it's a good problem to have, and just recruiting hella important, obviously. So when I had the option to go hard for Devontae Adams, that's where I went. And I already had Justin Jefferson that I drafted in every dynasty league I had because he was just one of those guys I believed in, and that turned out to be okay. And so even though my running backs kept getting killed, I had a plethora of wide receivers that just kept me afloat all year. Are you there? You're freezing a little bit.
Yeah. And everything I've said so far when it comes to recruiting and the walk-ons. Yeah.
Walk-ons are huge.
I see you there.
Walk-ons and steals.
If anything, maybe we'll go off the cameras here in a second if it keeps freezing.
I've capitalized big on walk-ons and steals. That's
right.
A big part of where I've gained my power there. Just being a little quick, just being right there with my hand on my thumb, hand on my phone, ready to.
That's one of the things we're constantly talking about.
What's that?
I would say that's one of the things let's click our cameras off real quick because it is, I think, stalling us a little bit.
Sure.
Let me remove my camera. That way, I think it's
too much bandwidth.
Ourselves up a little bit. Always people. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, my bandwidth already shot right up once we pulled off the cameras there. One of the biggest things, and there's always questions preseason and during the season of how we talk about recruiting and walk-ons and how important that all is. The steals just as well. And steals, I feel like, are becoming rare nowadays because people have gotten smarter with putting on their scholarships and things like that. And that might be something we have to maybe figure out or fine tune or maybe get rid of. But I still like the concept because that's kind of like the only trading quotation marks we do.
I'm strategic with that as well. Like I had recruited Chris Carson and I was kind of nervous. I didn't want him for 4 years. I'm skeptical for 4-year running backs that are, especially if they're older. So I didn't give him a scholarship knowing that someone would take him. And then I could just do a steal back of someone that I didn't have to give a scholarship to and then be fine. You know what I mean? Which I did with Leonard Fournette, and Leonard Fournette ended up being a big hit for me.
Oh yeah, he had definitely some of those great. I think there was. I don't know if it was in this league or it was one of my other leagues. I got roasted because of Leonard Fournette. That one game we had like 4 touchdowns, which is like great, of course. Facing the person that has Leonard Fournette, that's the way this goes.
Yeah.
But all right, so what else do you think it was that helped you along this year?
Davante Adams. That guy is a golden god as far as I'm concerned. I'll get him anywhere I can. I mean, he just carried my team this year. Him and Justin Jefferson, obviously.
Right.
And drafting well. Rookie draft.
Justin Jefferson in this lineup.
No, I had to. Well, because Kirk Cousins was sick, so I was like, well, I don't. I thought Green Bay would just demolish Mannion there, and I was like, I don't think he's going to work. So I had AJ Brown, so I put in AJ Brown instead because he was just coming off that big game. So I was like, I think that's going to be the better. I was wrong, of course, but Davante Adams pulled it out for me anyway.
Yeah. I was driving home from work on Sunday night or checking the highlights or something while I was at work and going, oh, Davante Adams. Yeah. I was messaging Alan Wrench and he was talking about that.
Me being put in the 4th seed. Me being fit in the 4th seed ruined it. he would have won the whole thing.
That's a whole other story for a different day. Me personally, I didn't want to see. I wanted to see you two in the final matchup.
Yeah, that's what I was
wanting to see. I did not want to see you guys. Yeah, I did not want to see you guys as a semi matchup. I felt you two were the championship game, and then obviously it was the winner of it won the thing.
It was we had the highest scores that week.
Yeah, and I mean it worked out really well because he had Jamar Chase, and he would have been starting Jamar Chase, and he didn't even really miss. And I think his lineup that he even had going this week that he didn't even really beat both of you guys. So his team was a monster team, and he's kicking himself for sure because he misplayed the quarterback game. And of course Brady does third quarter.
Well, who would have thought? Yeah. I mean, Tom Brady would have blanked against Carolina. That was
exactly
a rare thing.
Yeah, because
that was one of the few weeks that Mahomes actually scored well for me. So
exactly. So I was talking with Alan Wrench on Sunday night, and he was just saying this is unbelievable. And I was like, yeah, I know. I said, look at him, and he has Davante Adams also, so it would have equaled you guys out.
Would have blanked.
But Jamar Chase. So
that guy was a monster.
When I saw that, I was like, good God, who's got him? And of course, amazingly enough, neither one of the championship teams had him. So I was like, what are those odds?
Yeah.
He was a beast all year. So, so so recruiting, huge tool. Scholarship is a huge tool. Walk-ons is a huge tool. I mean, what would be one of the biggest things that you could tell anybody who, I mean, you've been in the league, not since the conception. I want to feel like you've 1 year you missed the first year.
It's been like 5, I want to say. I think my championship was 18, like you said.
Yeah.
Because it was like one of the biggest things. 2 years because the orphan that I took over was horrible, and I turned it around pretty quick. And in 2 years, I had the championship.
I mean, speaking of orphans and turnarounds, I mean, Delta Phi Gamma inside your guys' conference now. Like, man.
Yeah, that guy's a legit owner.
Yeah, like you could easily, like, firsthand how horrible that roster was.
I couldn't believe it, that guy.
Like, he was that guy alone, just in general, the previous president.
Just never showed up.
Did nothing. No recruiting, no
embarrassment an embarrassment to the Pac-6.
Yeah, and he's gone. And then Delta Phi comes in. I mean, that's why I kept stating week by week, you guys don't understand how unbelievable this is.
There was nothing on that roster. There was nothing.
It was ridiculous what he did, and it just, flamed out a little bit at the end there, which was, I was really rooting for him to get into your guys' conference championship game. Really rooting for it.
It was fun to watch that turnaround. So it was funny though when he got the award for best percentage
for coach of the year.
He's got no other start. There's no one else to start.
It's an easy trophy for him, and which is funny considering that the previous president, I think, also won it last year, and was undefeated. I think lost every game of the season.
They lost every game.
So
never won a game.
Yeah, it's just it's just like a huge.
Yeah, my goal is to never win that. My goal is to never win that because that means I have good enough depth, and I have to make calculated decisions on who I'm going to start, and that's
exactly. Yeah, I think
I try to do
is
like the high variance guys, like Kittle and Zeke. Like I was gonna sit Zeke until I saw Telford was starting him, and I'm like, well, I could put in one of my other running backs, but I'd rather blank. If he does nothing, then Telford does nothing too. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of how my thinking is when it comes to setting up those matchups. Same with Kittle, because Kittle could give you 2 points, could give you 30. You there?
Oh, 100%. I mean, if you didn't start Desmond King.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, do you hear me still, or we?
Yep, I heard you now.
All right.
Yep.
If you didn't start Desmond King, he was off for 11 points.
Yep.
So who knows what would happen if you didn't have Desmond King? I feel like sometimes you have to play the copy. You just
got to.
So it's just, you don't want to be that one person.
Yep. You got to stud. You play your studs. Yep. But when it comes to a guy like Zeke, I mean, he's a high variance. So he could give, like you said, they could give you 20, he could give you 3, and same with Kittle, and same with a couple of these other guys that I have. And you're just AJ Brown is another one. So you're rolling dice sometimes, and if the other team has that same guy, then you're like, well, if he blanks, then it's not going to hurt me that much, and I can rely on my other guys.
Right. Agreed. And you have, like, in your case, you had Mahomes, and I mean, who's not starting Mahomes, right?
No, I mean, you're not going to sit Mahomes, especially with my
start.
I mean, who am I going to start? Baker Mayfield? No, thanks. My backup quarterback situation is a problem.
Yeah, I don't know what you did in recruiting, but hopefully you fix that.
Well, I focused too much on skill. Yeah, and because I had Mahomes, I was like, I don't need a quarterback. But now he's a senior this year, so next year, I've been all in on Prescott, and I'm hoping to get him. I'm in a tie right now, so. I don't know how that works going forward. But I tried drafting quarterbacks, and that has not worked out. The guys I've drafted at quarterback have not been good.
Well, you know,
I drafted your boy.
congratulations, right? Big win.
Yes. Pack 6 strong, baby.
Yeah, it's been yeah. You
Sorry. We can
he was
share in
doing
each other's
good
misery
right up until
for our fandom.
past week.
That was a rough game.
Yeah. But so, congratulations. I know that's 4, I believe, total now between you and Land Thieves 2-2.
Copper Mountain's coming on strong too.
And Greenville's really, this is the I've seen Greenville on the band app, I think all season. Because he loves being the little person just to throw a little fuel on the fire.
I love it. It's my favorite.
Which is fun. I love it. He was already telling me what he was going to put on there. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Pack 6 is now 5 strong schools. Philly's got a little. Philly needs that retooling, I think, as well.
Yeah. All strong cores with strong owners, so that's the key.
5 out of 6 coming out of that Pack 6. I don't know what his roster really looks like for next year, but it's going to be good for you guys. It's going to be tough, but that's the way you guys like it.
Recruiting is becoming a lot harder with all the good owners. We're all fighting for the same guys, and you kind of have to see. Am I close on this one?
He loves to stir the pot.
Do I just cut bait?
Let's see. I'm going to take a quick look at recruiting real quick on you guys. Oh, look at you got Miles Garrett already, TJ Watt loaded into your thing here. Let me see who you're going after. Real quick, just to ask. Oh, you in Greenville, 5.
Yeah, we're tied up for Dak. If I don't get Dak, I'm boned.
And that's something that I've been, as questions have come into me and stuff like that, and from other conferences. Hell, even in my own conference, someone asked me a question. I'm going to tell them straight up, yeah, dude, here, if you see ball so hard, you see whoever the hell it is, if you see something of that nature where you're already out of you got no chance of catching up
to
the person, stop putting the points on them. There's no reason to go after.
Exactly. I learned that pretty quickly. Like, you can only put down. I put down my initial bids. I know I want. Yeah. And
anywho.
Yeah. I'm long-winded. My apologies.
It's already 22 minutes into this, man, into this bad boy. So anything you want to say to all the presidents out there coming off this second win? Pack 6 strong. I know you like to kind of play the villain in some of this as well, or maybe you're the hero. Who knows?
It's all a bit. You know what I mean? Like we just have fun.
What do you got for everybody out there? Sign you out of here.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. Just know that. I'm going to be in these playoff runs all day, every day, all year, every year. Pack 6. Hit it. And go check out Stone Robot on Apple, Spotify, wherever you can stream music.
Right.
That's my band. Plugin.
All right. So what do you want?
Locked up.
Closing arguments.
My closing arguments for. Did you not hear my whole bit? I think I lost you, bud. Are you there?
That's right.
Hello?
We get your podcast.
Oh, you're on a delay. Okay.
All righty. Well, I want to thank you, Bobby, Ryan, joining us during into this. Um, yeah, I think it kind of broke it. How about now? Can you hear me? You got me?
Yeah, I got you now. You're back.
Can you hear me, Bobby?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me? I think you're hearing me on a delay.
All right. Sounds like we got a lot of technical difficulties going on right now. I'm not sure what is being heard and what's not being heard. But we're going to go ahead and sign this one off. I won't be a chance to go break down the other show here. I don't know what's picking up, what's not picking up. It might be picking up now because I see my microphone moving a lot right now. So I want to thank Bobby for joining us. Hopefully you guys got some sort of our conversation. I don't know what you got, honestly. I'll have to play back and listen and see what it was and how it all went. From the sounds of it, I think we were pretty much talking over each other a lot. So hopefully you got a good insight of what was going on, I don't think it was. I think it was just my bandwidth over here, Bobby. I don't think you have anything to worry about. But anywho, so want to thank him for joining us. Hopefully, you got something out of our conversation. What broke in, broke out, I'm not too sure. It's the first time this thing is really giving me some troubles here. I don't think it's the weather. It's not snowing or anything yet. That's tomorrow. But anywho, so congratulations to Samurai Jackson University once again winning another title. They're second in the league. Do a quick preview of our toilet bowl. We got one last bowl game real quick. I'll go over it. You got University of Dallas Spurs going up against Jefferson Community College Southwest. For the Dallas Spurs, you got Ben Roethlisberger after that emotional game he just had on Monday night. Zeke Elliott, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, DK Metcalf, Hayden Hurst. For Jefferson, you got Kirk Cousins, Nick Chubb, Jamar Chase, who had a monstrous game last week. T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, and Dawson Knox. Both of these rosters, you can tell they're rather in the toilet bowl because they need some help if they set their rosters. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do the right thing and they get the roster set as best as they can, being that they are in this last bowl game and it is worth some money and recruiting points as well. So hopefully we get something out of these two. Right now it's Jefferson favored 95-90, but like I said, there's a lot of holes in the lineup from players out with COVID and injuries and stuff like that. So hopefully they do get something going and get the lineup set up there. But anyway, that's all we got for tonight for the night. So hopefully, like I said, I hope you guys got something out of our show. Don't know, like I said, I want to replay back and just kind of listen to it and see what it sounded like. But once again, thanks again to Bobby for joining us. giving some of his insight of what he does in this league to be successful. Pac 6 strong. There's now 5 schools that seem to be fighting for that number 1 spot in their Pac 6. Philly U has to do a lot of catching up now. So, Philly, it's on you now. Let's see if you can get 6 strong schools in that. I don't even know how it's possible, but there's 5 already. So, once again, congratulations, Samurai Jackson University. Good luck to our toilet bowl participants. Probably not starting anyone, so I'd say Jefferson is winning. It's a possibility the way it's looking right now, neither one, although he doesn't even have a quarterback. So if Jamar Chase does what he did last week, then it doesn't even matter. But either way, so that's all for our show tonight. Hopefully you guys got something. Like I said, I don't know what it sounded like, but I will do another show next week. I'm also going to, this weekend, work on a calendar of what I have us planning on doing month to month. I like to kind of keep everything somewhat scheduled. There will be a month or two where there's nothing going on, a little downtime for everybody, for you guys, not for me, because I'll be updating rosters and classes and stuff like that. Always looking for new presidents as well, which I'm already doing now. So if you guys know anybody that is interested, let me know. I'll send you the link to the application. I don't know all our vacant schools yet. We will find out here later this month, because we will go ahead and start getting those going. I am making a few changes to a few things, which I will announce either next week or in 2 weeks, that I think are going to be for the betterment of the league. And these are things that, what is the payout? Well, all right, I'll tell you, Bobby. Let's see. I've got that right now. Let me find my paper. If you are interested, we'll tell you how much you won. The payouts. Let's see here. For winning your conference title, that's $30. If you won a non-TCS bowl, that was also $30. Pretty much getting your entry fee back. If you won a TCS bowl, that was $75. And the national title game was $310. Now all that compounds up too. So, however many you won of these, that's your total payout, which we'll have here. I'll go ahead and I'll put those who won what, announce that. That way everyone can see exactly how all the money got sent to everybody, or how the money went. Actually, the payouts and all that stuff is something, I have an announcement on as well in a couple of weeks of how we're going to do some changing to that stuff as well. But there's 2 things that I feel like, all the above, exactly. So you're getting pretty much everything stated except for the non-TS bowl winning there. So there's going to be some changes that are coming that I think are going to be for the betterment of our league. That I know we did some voting on, but I feel like I'm going to go ahead and make the changes on a few things just in general that I think are needed. So, and then if you guys have anything you want to discuss during the off season for any kind of polls and stuff to be voted on, like I said, I'll let you guys vote on everything. I want everyone to have a voice. But there are a few things that I think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of like hammer the commish stamp on. Nothing that is, changes the way the league runs and stuff like that nature. I still want you guys to have that voice. But I think there's going to be 2 things that I think need to be done just to, maybe solidify the league a little bit more, maybe get away from some of the people who just aren't as active. And maybe we end up expanding again into another conference. I don't see that coming up next year because I want to see how this 36 roster of presidents go, and how much carryover we have. So check your emails soon. In about a week or 2, I'm gonna have a whole announcement of everything that we got going on, and fill out those end of the season surveys. That helps me a lot. We had a lot of turnout from that last year. Got a lot of polls and stuff like that. I just want to know from everybody what you guys think we need to do with the league differently, how you think I did this year, anything I need to improve on and stuff like that. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off out of here. Once again, thanks to Bobby, president of Samurai Jackson University, for joining us for whatever the hell you heard. We're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Kind of went long already than I thought we would, but technical difficulties will do that. So we'll go ahead and let me cue up our man Bobby's song here real quick. Once again, Stone Robot. This is the Trash Man Coming. Apple iTunes.
In my head, won't leave your city intact. I'm the trash man, I'm gunning for your boots on the ground. Don't you dare underestimate, I'll never get down. Don't wait till you think you got me patient and calm. Then I'll come riding in on 104.